Now we're going to go into wiring up. I'll get some of these tools out of the way. So the other thing on the AC circuits, you saw me connect everything through screws, right? So in the real world, AC circuits, you're gonna have maybe a box that goes to a plug, which is what I have here, is a box and a plug. Okay, now what I want to do is control that AC coming into this box or coming out of that box, going out of that box, by a switch. So this is a dimmer switch, but it is broken. But for, just like you wouldn't have used that outlet, you wouldn't use this switch, but it will work for these purposes. So in order to connect these together, we just twist them together, right, and then throw them in the box. No. So we use these things called wire nuts. Now there's many different types. Once you start working with a lot of different electrical stuff, you're going to get a bag of this. So what I do want to put in is on the other side, I want to put an output. So this is going to come in, right? And this wire is going out. So basically I'm going to control the AC going through this plug. Now how much current's going through there, I don't know. But here's what you should know. The current rating that can go through here is rated along with this and this wire, that rating, and this box's rating. So I feel comfortable with a 20 amp circuit, right? So all I did was bang that out. I think evidently bang that out means something else now, but that's what it means to me. It's not hitting that knockout, banging it out. Anyway, I'm going to take this, took that the bolt off. I'm going to just fit it in there and then get this thing situated in there and spin it. And then if I wanted to tighten it, I'll just hit it with a screwdriver. Bam! Till I can't hit it no more. And if it's off a little bit, I can actually turn this without breaking it. And I loosened it, so I got to go back. Some of these will have a certain spot that they're ideal. You got to deal with it not being straight. Like this one, it doesn't want to be straight, right? So this wire will go through here, and this is actually for my my blower, for my oil burning set. So we got those wires in there like that, right? Very simple. This is my black wire out. This is my black wire in, right? So I'm going to take the switch. One side goes to my black wire in. A lot of times I put tape around those for this purpose. I'm not gonna, because I'm going to change out. And that's a pet peeve of mine. It's not a National Electrical standard. And then, so anyway, then I'm going to take both white wires, one from in, one from out. You notice it's the same color wire as that other box I just wired up, because it's a code. It's a National Electrical code. So once again, I just took an extension cord that both ends got trashed and kept the other end. I got a big bin of electrical stuff that I could show you guys this stuff with. If you see these things bent like that, bend them back, because you're going to wear your outlets out if you don't. So again, meter, continuity. Okay, so the first thing I want to check to make sure that this switch isn't shorted. Okay, so I want to go on one side and the other. Not on that side, not on that side. So let's turn the switch on and turn it all the way up. I know the dimmer function doesn't work. So that's my hot side. Let's go to my negative side, or my neutral side, which should be working. Okay. So, struggling. Turn it off, turn it on, still goes through because that circuit's all the way through. This circuit is the one we're breaking. Okay, turn it off, turn it on. Now, turn it all the way down. I have 1 ohm. All the way up, it goes to 0.9. So that's definitely bad. It should go between like 0 and or 1 ohm and 0.k and 10k or 1k, 1000. So anyway, that's basic, some basic AC. I could go ahead and plug this in. See, that's why I taped those things. Let me get a different one. It's also smart to put the correct one on. So all I'm going to do is push those wires back in there, make sure that they don't short out. So what's missing on this one that was on the other one? A ground. Very good, class. No, there is no ground through here because ideally this type of box would be grounded through the conduit. The other one is grounded through the wire. So each box will be grounded through either conduit or wire. So I tested this. I feel comfortable plugging this in. But I need something to run, so I think this is one of my lamps. Yep. So I'm going to plug this lamp into there. It's turned on. As you can see, it works. Oh yeah, one more thing about DC circuits. So you have these plugs here, and let's bring up our little test unit now. That's what this guy is now. So if you want to test these and you don't know which wire is positive and negative, you're not going to hurt your meter by just putting it on one or the other. And you know, sometimes you have to use a different meter. Like this is my old meter, but what I like about this is I've just put simple what they call a mini grabber on it. I'm trying to get through all that insulation and splice. So this mini grabber, no matter, like I said, when you're doing ohms or continuity, it doesn't matter. Actually, I'm not doing continuity. I'm doing we're doing voltage here, so I'm going to put this on one side and this on the other, and I'm going to plug it in. And you see me touching this, it ain't going to hurt me. No, just kidding. So oh, now we got DC. We're backwards. So it says a 7-volt transformer, it's 7 volts. So this one's good. Now, if this one you wanted to test, right? You could get the same ones, or we'll pull out my DC voltage, 10 volt. It says it's rated for 13 volts, so I'm going to put it on the 50 volt scale. Typically the center post is positive, so I'm going to try to hold that there. There we go. So you saw my meter needle move. And if I wanted to read the scale, I've got it on a 50 volt scale, which is the center black one, which is telling me that this is about 14-15 volts. And that would be right with a 13 volt transformer. Okay, so why is that important to know this? Well, let me show you how you could start a fire if you don't know what you're doing. So we got to use several different meters today. That's awesome. This transformer gets cut or chewed off by a cat or something like that, right? And you have it on a switch like I do. And that cat decides that it wanted to play around with something flammable. Okay, so this is steel wool, and one on the bottom, one on the top, really doesn't matter. When I turn this on, it's going to start a fire. Okay, I'm telling you this because you really got to watch. If you see a transformer like that and you don't know how to fix it, get somebody that knows how to fix it to do it. Or throw it away, buy a new one. Any type of insulation that's cut, throw it away, buy a new one. I use this, which is got a battery in it. It's a solar charger, and I've modified a bad USB cord to work on that. So I'm going to show you what can happen. So lights on. Watch it not work with this. It may be low enough current. Oh, no we don't. So on the bottom, I don't know if you guys started seeing that burn. Yeah, it's starting to burn. I smell something burning. I don't know what that is. Oh no. See that burning? That's all it takes. And then you got a fire. So, friends and family, be careful playing with some of this stuff. That includes anything that I show you. Just be careful. I am, like I said, a certified zip tie technician. I know how to play with this stuff. I know how to deal with it. And just as soon as I light it, I was trying to be cool. Anyway, you can damp it out. So you see what it did to that steel wool? Imagine what it could do to your house. God bless you. Take care. Just keep learning all this stuff. Like I said, happy Thanksgiving. This is a bit of a special edition. Didn't really... I already made a plan for a video for this week. I just want you guys to take care and remember what Thanksgiving's all about. It's about being thankful for what you have. I am completely content and grateful for everything God has given me. And if He wants to give me more or take more away, I will still love the Lord. God bless you. Take care, and I'll catch you on the flip side.